Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make a buying decision. Now, all of the business details, which include the type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included in the sale can be found on the business listing. To view this information, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And if after listening, you want to take an even deeper dive into the business to perform your due diligence before potentially purchasing this business, you can unlock this listing to look through all of the business information, which includes the domain, the products, the P&L, and more. So can you tell us a little about your background in building and running online businesses?
I started running e-commerce businesses back in 2018 when I was a junior in college. And then I continued working on e-commerce businesses for the next 4 or 5 years. And I was working alongside one of my best friends. He became a very well-known YouTuber teaching e-commerce and dropshipping content. So I've worked alongside him and was shadowing him for basically the past 5 years. And then last year, I had a project, a one product store that did $6 million in Q4. And then the craziest thing ever, just one product store, $6 million revenue in Q4. We're doing like $100,000 days, $200,000 days sometimes during like the Christmas time. And then during this time, I just learned a lot. And this was back at the end of 2022. And so in 2023, I built this store with all this newfound knowledge I gained over the past 5 years. And then there's this other store that did super well. And then I just built this store as well. And then just currently, I just don't have a lot of time to work on this project specifically because I'm working on other things now. And then I'm just looking to offload this one because I think there's a lot of high potential for growth here. And I know exactly what you need to do to actually improve the store. So I think this could be a great thing for everyone involved.
So why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
I'm selling this business because I recently stumbled onto a different opportunity. One of my friends I met last year, he has a footwear brand doing around 150,000 USD per day right now. And then I got invited to join as the chief marketing officer. So I've been working as a CMO for the past 3 months, which is why I've been working less on this specific business, even though it's like basically mostly on autopilot now because everything's in place with the suppliers and everything and the VAs. So that's exactly why I am pivoting out of this business because I'm working on a different project. My time and my focus is aligned for different things. So I just don't have enough mental capacity to grow this specific business to different heights. But I know that the right person comes into this business. I know this can be easily just like a 7, 8, 9 figure business in the long run because it's early days for this kind of product, I think.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
Everything's in place in terms of all the automations that need to be in place in terms of, so like when an order gets placed in the store, our supplier in China, they just fill the order and then the customer gets their emails, order confirmation emails. So all the order fulfillment is all taken care of. And then we have a customer support team in India that are paying $500 a month, tend to all the emails. So they use one of the email platforms and then they just respond to tickets every day and then all the customer support is taken care of. And then I just have an ad account that's been running the same ads now for the past couple months. So the ad accounts are pretty smooth. We test new content every once in a while, and then that's like the main thing I do is just get more content and then just make more ads. I have a video editor on the team that I hired, but I usually just made the videos myself. I have some skill and expertise in crafting up some good video ads. The main work I do is the creative side, trying to get a viral ad basically, which is what you got to do for these e-commerce businesses. And for me, I think the best way to get more growth is to get more content. And that's exactly what I'm doing still. Even though I'm trying to sell the business, I have a social media manager coordinating with a lot of influencers, and we're shipping out the package and getting UGC videos made for free. So these influencers are willing to make UGC videos for free because they think the product is just so awesome. So we get about to get all this new content. And I think it's just the perfect time to come into this kind of business because it's about to blow up even hard.
Now, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways you would try to grow it?
Yeah, so if I were to keep the business, let's talk about some ways I would grow it. So let's take a look at first the last 90-day stats. I'm pulling up my Shopify dashboard right now. I'm looking at the last 90 days. Okay, so we did 435K in revenue, and then we had a 2% conversion rate. And I think that the conversion rate can be improved to maybe like 4 or 5% with like a lander remake. We had a little trouble making our lander look really nice because we have to use this color swatch app, because color swatches are a little confusing because for this product, I can't reveal the business, but it's a little confusing. But with the right team, like the right developer, you can easily craft up a way better product page to increase the conversion rate, like 2%, from 2% to like 3 to 4%, which is just a massive increase in just overall profitability of the store. So we had also 5K orders placed in an $84 AOV. And I think this AOV is already pretty high, pretty good AOV for an e-commerce business. And I think this AOV could also just be improved a lot, maybe even $100, $120 with the right upsells, the right upsell products to place beside the main product. And then we have a 5% return customer rate, just something I want to talk about because like on Facebook, a lot of dropshipping businesses, e-commerce businesses have like low feedback scores from Facebook because like they're selling crappy products, not shipping the products on time, all these problems, right? But we've been running this business since March of last year, so almost a full year now. And our feedback score on Facebook is 4.0. So we're in the green, which is actually really amazing because that just means our people like the product, our customer support is doing a great job, and like we're not going to face any restrictions or issues from Facebook side anytime soon. So our Facebook ad account is very clean and polished. Also, 80% of our sales come from the USA. I think there's a lot of room to expand internationally. Like 1 or 2 months ago, we actually translated our landing pages to German and France, and we tested out some ads there, and it's doing okay, but I just haven't had a lot of time to actually get the right content made for these countries. But I think there's a lot of opportunity in these European countries because this is a product people just like this is super broad that anyone can like. So people in Europe with money would love this stuff. And in terms of other things you can do to improve, I can't really get too specific of the business. I think we'd have to jump on a further call because these are more specific, just pure ideas. So let's talk further.
And what are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
The biggest risk, as of like any e-commerce business, is that you might have copycats and like competitors trying to come in and steal the product once they see it's doing well in the ads. Well, the thing is with this kind of product, there's paint involved, right? Because it's like a DIY paint kit, right? So we'll talk to a bunch of suppliers. It's quite difficult to actually ship this like paint from China to USA, but we found a supplier that can reliably ship like high quality paint that comes with the kit to our customers in the USA. And we've been running this business for almost a year now. So like everything's been going pretty smooth in terms of shipping. In terms of that side, it's hard for competitors to really outscale you unless like they working with like the same supplier, So other than that, it's a pretty open market. And then you can also make like a new shape of the kit and then get a patent on that, and then boom, you're set for life in terms of nobody can copy the product or anything like that. So I think it's great.
And how much support are you willing to offer a buyer who acquires this business?
I've done well in e-commerce, but I've actually never sold an e-commerce business before. This would be my first one, and something I'd be very proud of that is I'm 27 now, and I think it's a good milestone to achieve, right? In terms of support, I'm willing to give as much support as needed. I have a lot of free time in terms of to give the help on the business. I have time to call you, to chat with you all the day. I'm always sitting at the computer working on stuff. So I have plenty of time to give you advice, take care of the ads, and any question. I'm always available. I'm available around the clock 24/7 because I'm just working all day. So I'll be willing to help as much as you need. I can help you get whatever you want and just make sure everything is smooth while we transition the company over to your hands.
And regarding the sale of this business, just confirming you commit to a non-compete?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely commit to the non-compete. Everything's confidential for sure, super confidential, nothing revealed at all, super non-compete.
And are you open to negotiating something like an earnout?
Yes, this is something that we could consider depending on the terms and something I'd like to talk more about if this is something the buyer wants.
Now, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
This business is worth buying because there's just so much room for growth. It's been on autopilot for the past 5-6 months now. I barely do any work on it in terms of operations side. the finance side, anything like that. Like it's all just like making new ads and making better content, which is not very difficult nowadays. You can go on Fiverr or Upwork and hire content creators for not too expensive a price. And then just get a few video editors too from Upwork, and they just have a whole content system made, and I can help you build the system out if you need to. I have a lot of experience managing video editors, managing a team, managing everything within the e-commerce business. So whatever help you need, I'll be there to help you. And then I just think this type of product can just go very viral. We've never even ran TikTok ads, Pinterest ads, nothing like that before. So there's an open market for TikTok, which is massive. There's YouTube ads as well. So there's a lot of ad space to just run this product, make this product like a name brand, a trademark name in America, because I think it has potential to grow to like 8 figures this year if done correctly with the right team, because I think the product packaging can be better, the whole customer experience can be improved a lot, and then this will just make everything just word of mouth, just spread like wildfire. So I think you're in a great spot if you're looking to buy this business, and I'm willing to help you along the way for anything.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which is listed in the video thumbnail and the description. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So thanks for joining us, and until next time.